Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XDC. But before I get started, please click the like and subscribe button as it helps this channel grow very quickly. So we're looking at XDC, 2 cents. Right now is the time to be stacking these coins. Everything is on sale right now. Think of it like this, okay? XDC, you buy right now, you're easy 10x from here. Easy. I mean, if you bought into Bitcoin, what is your top gain that you could make? If it made it to 100K like people still are predicting, you would get a 5x. Think about it like that. You buy XDC right now and you can easily 10x from here. I mean, come on. I think it's going to go much higher than that. I think 10x is just, pretty much like a guarantee at this point. When you focus on only making a good progress, you would ignore the obstacles on the way. That's exactly QNT and XDC are doing. Tokenizing the trade finance with the biggest use case ever, and XDC will be the champion in that. Released 2.2.9. Introduces the beta version of Overledger Tokenize, our new premium API and tokenization project, and provides connectivity with XDC mainnet and Bitcoin version 0.23. That's from Quant, so it's going to connect XDC with Quant. And you see how these tokens are coming together. This is not just by chance. This has already been frameworked out. I think this was already drawn up a long time ago. We're just starting to see it play out the way it's supposed to. New York Community Bank to hold assets backing Circle's USDC. Now, I know that the USDC is going to be the digital dollar. How I know that is because Circle is also working on the digital euro. And you could almost say to yourself, right now I know USDC is going to be the US's digital dollar. And with the 3 X's involved, XRP, XLM, and XDC, 10x on XDC it's laughable. I'm thinking more 50x, 100x from these prices. Very easy, and probably this fall. Then we see this. Out of all the projects making progress, 2 of them are massively undervalued for their utility. One is HBAR, the other is XDC. Mark my words, people will ignore this opportunity and hate themselves for it. Then they FOMO in. And that's it right there. People will not buy at 2 cents. They'd rather buy at 10 or 15 cents. I don't understand the logic in that, but I see it happen all the time. Because they know it's going much higher. Well, why not just buy it now and do nothing? Like I always tell you, buy and just sit back and wait. Be patient, don't do anything. I don't see big gains in Bitcoin. Even if it goes to 100K, that's a 5x. That being said, utility tokens that will likely do comply with ISO 222, like the 3X's, XRP, XLM, XDC, could do much more. I personally feel a better choice would be investing into the 3X's for gains. And I tell you that on this channel. I told you, I don't even see Bitcoin making it to 100K. Once utility kicks in and we go on a full-blown utility run, I think that's pretty much it for Bitcoin at that point. No institutional money is going to get invested into Bitcoin anymore. I mean, I'm not saying Bitcoin's just going to die. It's still going to be around, but it's just not going to be as important. It's not going to be the coin we look at when we think of bull runs in the future. And we see this. Trada, trade finance asset-backed stablecoin on the XDC network. And trade tech will enable efficiency, transparent, and secure access to trading finance and trade financing. And a lot of people thought this was like the end of XDC. They thought it was like a rug pull of some sort. But believe it or not, Trada is actually a good thing. I wish Trada gradually replaced USDT. Hard landing of USDT will be a huge disaster. And that's the thing, like, we're going to start seeing stable coins disappear as digital assets. Like, I'm talking digital dollar, digital euro, Russia's digital ruble. And once we start seeing that happen, actual stable coins that we see now, I feel, will eventually disappear because they won't be needed as like they are now. When there's so many stable coins, who needs, USDT? And Tether, I believe, is probably going down very soon. A lot of people don't believe that, but I could see it happening. And once that goes down, Bitcoin's going to lose a lot more value. So XDC and Trada equal trade finance coming to the XDC network. This means use case. This means demand. More value brought to the XDC network means more value for XDC. The patient ones, the people with perspective, will be rewarded. That's what you got to understand. If you go to Twitter and you look at Trada, you're going to see a lot of stuff about XDC being a scam coin. And they're going to say that everybody should just invest in Trada and not XDC. But if you do your homework and you look at what's going on, you'll understand that this is a good thing for XDC. And then we see NFTs being minted on XDC. So a lot of these coins are not only about ISO 222. I point that out because it's important. If you're only looking at coins because they're tied to ISO 222, you also got to look at the projects behind those tokens. You got to deep search into it. You got to see if they're connected to Web 3.0, Metaverse. You got to see if they have anything to do with payments. That's very important. I tell you a lot about that on this channel because I never want to see you lose any money. People look at this and say to themselves, like, they'll go on Twitter and they'll read all kinds of comments. And, the thing that they're missing is that people's actual money is sitting in those projects. If someone ends up rug pulling someone, like say somebody tells you, okay, here, go put all of your money into, I don't know, like SHIB, okay? And then SHIB crashes. People don't look at it like that. All of a sudden, the whole talk on Twitter is about the crash. The people that actually lost real money are the victims in that crash. And I try to point that out to people. That's why we don't talk about meme coins on this channel. The only other coin I talk about other than the ISO 222 tokens is Luna. And that's only because I 100% believe in that community and I'm trying to help them revive that token. And I'm not going to tell you to go out and buy Luna because I don't know if it's a safe investment. These, I could tell you, yes, all the ISO 222 tokens are a very good investment. You will get rich in the future. Why? Because we can see it all coming together. We see it being built. And then we see this. NFTs, more on XDC. This one's actually really neat. It's Alice Cider Punk. And I'd like to showcase some NFT artwork on this channel also, because I believe in artists. I believe NFTs are only going to grow from here. A lot of people don't see a use case in NFTs, but they're starting to get use case. They're starting to get real utility. They're being used in games. They're going to be huge in Web 3.0 and in the metaverse. Then we see this. Why do you guys choose Ethereum when there is much better options that's faster and cheaper like XDC? It's Web 3.0 crypto, and it is involved in the $19 trillion trade finance gap. Why won't you choose that instead of Ethereum? It's old and no one likes it. The biggest problem with Ethereum is the gas fees. And the technology is now becoming more and more outdated by the day. When you look at new technology and you look at that, it's like, wow, something has to replace this. And it's coming. I think Flare is going to be massive on July 4th. I also think XDC will tie right into Flare. It's going to connect everything. And then we're going to see value start happening from there, I believe. XDC Xinfin Network launches SDKs to provide iOS, Android, and Java developers easy access to Web 3.0. That's what you got to always watch for. Web 3.0 connections, like I said, it's going to be very, very big. People are going to miss out. ISO 222 payment capabilities launch on XDC network through XDC, powered fintech. And like I'm telling you, payments. I tell you that all the time because it's very, very important. I tell you how, think about it like this. You go to the store, payment. You go get gas, payment. Anything you do deals with payments. Even your bills. You pay your monthly bills, you're making payments. That's why I'm telling you, any cryptocurrency that deals in payments is going to be huge. XDC is supported on Flare. It will be launched on the 4th of July. That's what I just said. And honestly, I think Flare is going to show all of the utility that's tied into these coins. It's not going to happen right away. It's going to be built upon. The network's going to launch, but then it's got to start gradually building. It's not going to just come out and everything's going to connect to it and then one day it's going to explode. It's going to take some time. But I think the prices of these assets are going to start going up right after Flare is launched, in my opinion. Because I think that's when people will realize that it all starts there. Once Flare starts connecting Bitcoin and starts connecting to Doge and everything else, I think that's when you'll start seeing the utility version of Flare, the whole thing. And a lot of these coins, I believe XDC will start moving up in price very soon after. With that said, I'm going to wrap up today's video. I want to thank you all for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.